URL, you played yourself. Eazy The Block Captains' win streak record has recently been changed on the Urltv.tv app from being 12-0, undefeated, to now somehow being 9-3. The entire culture is going off right now. I don't feel as if though anybody should be surprised though at this situation, and I feel like this is something that a lot of us should have already known does in fact take place on the Urltv.tv app. But I feel like there's a bigger issue here that needs to be pointed out. Let's talk about it. I didn't think that I didn't think I would see the day. I didn't think that I would see the day where URL drops the ball this clearly. Of course, I thought that I would see the day where URL drops the ball here and there, or whatever the case is, right? K-Shine, Eazy The Block Captain, blah, blah, blah. But never did I think that I would see URL drop the ball this clearly. A lot of y'all are probably already aware of what's going on surrounding Eazy The Block Captain and URL. Before we continue, make sure you hit a like on the video for me. A lot of us are already aware that there's this tension, a lot of controversy between Eazy and URL. For Eazy having pretty much turned his back on the URL claiming that he broke his contract and blah, blah, to go do a battle with Hitman Holla on Chrome 23 for Remy Ma. Eazy The Block Captain claims that the contract was illegal. His lawyer found a way out of it, and that's why he was able to get out. It was in an illegal contract. So there's this tension, there's this situation between Eazy The Block Captain and URL. Just recently, the URL tried to bait Eazy into an app battle versus John the Don. John the Don came out and offered $50K on the floor on his league, Bullpen Battle League. Winner takes the $50K between him and Eazy. John, shortly after that, confirmed to us all that this battle was probably going to end up on the app as long as URL paid for the battle. Eazy caught wind of this situation, responds to the situation and says that no, this is not going on the app.
If URL asked you for this battle, would you give it to them?
What you mean? He asked me for it.
Because the conversation is now that they won't be surprised if URL asks you for the footage to put this battle on their app.
If they pay.
Can we kill those rumors right now? Can we just talk about that?
If they pay.
At the end of the day, I tell you this, man. Again, I agree with the 50,000 on the floor. We did. John did call me, and I said I agree. Make no mistakes, bro. That would never go on the app. So if that was your plan, I heard you say, yo, if they paid you, no, it's not. Because if that's the case, count me out.
This is not going on the app, or I need an extra $50K. Just recently, maybe yesterday. After that happens, we are currently today, March 30th, Thursday, in a very, very weird situation to where after Eazy made that statement and said that this battle between him and John will not end up on the app or he needs $50K, a very strange thing happens on the Urltv.tv app. Eazy was I'm going to say Eazy was primarily known for having an undefeated record on the app. That's one of the major things about Eazy that everybody always talked about. He's undefeated. He's undefeated. That's even one of the things that he talks about. So that was very important to him. And it's one of the things that he's most known for in the battle rap culture, is being undefeated and on the app. Just recently today, somehow, miraculously, Eazy's record on that app went from 12-0 to 9-3. Keep in mind that this is all happening right after Eazy says that battle that John and URL were trying to do between John and Eazy, Eazy said that battle's not going on the app or they need an extra 50K. Shortly thereafter, this surprise change was made on the app. Now, I respect Eazy in the situation and what he's saying about it, because he's saying he's not going to jump the gun and say that the URL did this intentionally or anything like that. He's going to go with it's a glitch and he's going to wait it out, see if they fix it. So Eazy is handling this very respectfully right now. There's a bigger situation here that I think people need to pay attention to. And A-Verb even today went on live and addresses a conversation that we've had time and time again about these numbers on these apps being manipulated to push who they want to push, to promote who they want to promote, for us, the battle rap community, to perceive things that aren't real. These numbers are manipulated for business purposes, for financial purposes. Has nothing to do with a conspiracy, nothing like that. Numbers are manipulated simply for financial and business purposes. That's it. As a matter of fact, before I get to what the bigger issue is here, listen to A-Verb. Now, A-Verb is somebody who I feel like is crazy, but very smart. You can't be a genius without being crazy. And A-Verb, even though he is crazy, he is also very smart. A-Verb addresses the app situation, bro. A conversation that we've had time and time again. And numbers being faked and manipulated. Take a quick listen before we jump into why this is what's the bigger issue here.
All right, like, check this out, y'all. The scores come out. But not just, it came out on everybody, right? It came out on everybody. I have told y'all, I said, look, man, these scores are not real. They book us to take y'all because y'all don't have a fan base. That's why they book us. When you say that, y'all cannot, hold on, let me see this, wait a minute. Hold on. So when you say like, okay, like, look, here go mine, right? I'm gonna run this down to y'all, right? Check this out, right? Yes, everybody's shit has changed, right? And it's gonna keep changing, right? All right, here we go. Let me tell you, wait, hold on, listen. The name of the game, sir, is wacky shit. Don't get it fucked up. This is a game. Now look, if you're playing a game, you gotta play the games on both sides. You can't play it on one side. You gotta play it correctly. Now look, this is my resume with URL. On the URL app, these are the matches that I have on the URL app. Loaded Lux, DNA, Geechee Gotti, Calico, Tay Rock, Miss Hustle, Head Ice, Eazy, Casey, Hollow, Chaos, and Suge. That is my resume for URL. Okay. Y'all know how at first it was a joke. Like I told y'all, like, oh, Verb is, oh, and this. I told y'all it's a game. It keeps y'all talking shit. It keeps me playing the game. I bring traffic. I'm telling y'all the truth. Okay, now guess what it just said that I beaten? It said I beaten Loaded Lux, Head Ice, Eazy The Block Captain, KCJ, Shotgun Suge. Me and Geechee battle, I win 2 rounds of the battle. they still gave it to him because his second round and he was choking. This is what y'all don't understand, man. This is
A-Verb pretty much describes and starts to get into detail numbers being fake. I know some of y'all probably gonna say, "Oh, A-Verb is crazy. Who believes A-Verb?" He was, nah, bro, nah. See, A-Verb can say some wild shit sometimes, bro. He can, yes, absolutely, bro. But there's just some things that you're not gonna talk about this the way he's talking about it. There's some, for example, the URL. If this stuff was cap, and A-Verb works with URL. If this stuff was cap, A-Verb would not be even speaking on these things. Mind you, again, keep in mind he works with URL. A-Verb does have his moments where he's saying some wild shit, right? But he also has times where he's actually saying some real shit, bro. And people really need to learn to differentiate that. I feel the same way sometimes about myself. Sometimes people can't differentiate when I'm talking about some wild shit or when I'm talking about some real business stuff. I feel like it's kind of the same with A-Verb, bro, but he's a little bit more wild with it. But A-Verb is telling a lot of truth here when he's telling us about these numbers not being real, numbers being manipulated for whatever purposes it is, for whatever purposes it might be. There's always a reason, obviously, behind something. The bigger issue with this situation is now that we've been exposed to how easily numbers on the app can change overnight and be manipulated. Now that we've been exposed to that and we see that, we see it now, bro. Like we see it clear as day. I saw it when Mook battled Tay-Rock. I saw it. A lot of y'all didn't see it though. And a lot of y'all have a hard time understanding some things because y'all just can't see proof the way that it's being shown right now. But the thing is now that we've been exposed to this, what do we think has been happening on the app? What do we think is going to further happen on the app? What do y'all think the URL would do if they had a John versus Eazy The Block Captain battle on the app? I go back to my previous couple of blogs where I said this, that if the URL ends up, Eazy agrees and goes through with that John battle, then somehow URL ends up with the battle, which I honestly, at this point, we blew it out the water. Salute to y'all. We blew that out the water. Eazy's now saying this is not going on the app. We need extra 50K. I won't be surprised if it doesn't go down anymore because we blew it out the water. But if that battle did just so happen to go down and Eazy wasn't aware, right, that it was going to be ended up on the app and it did go down, what do y'all think would have happened if that battle went on the app? What do y'all think would have happened? What do we think has been happening with these numbers on this app for the past few years? If a mistake this big can be made on a record and on statistics and numbers that were already there, have already been there for a while for us to see, we're familiar with Eazy's record, we're familiar with the numbers, and if a mistake this big can happen with statistics that are already there, what do we think happens to battles that are not even on the app yet? What do we think happens when the URL uploads a battle and wants to promote and push a battler to make them more popular, whatever the case is? The numbers are manipulated. The numbers are changed. They're adjusted to reflect what they want to reflect and to get the results that the URL wants to get, which they have to. I'm not saying that's a negative thing, so this is an anti-URL. This is simply putting you guys on game, onto the business of why the things are done on the app like that. There's business reasons behind it. There's agendas behind it. Hopefully that helps people further and better understand why numbers on the app would be manipulated, because some people have a hard time understanding why numbers would even be manipulated on an app. Like, why would they even do that? Why would you? There are reasons behind everything. And it's usually for money, for financial reasons behind things. For example, making Eazy undefeated on the app helped make Eazy as hot as he is. Again, one of Eazy's best, the biggest attributes is being undefeated on the app. Undefeated. So that makes him a hotter commodity. Because even though he might not have won a few of those battles, the fact that the number on that app where the battle rap culture goes to watch these battles says undefeated, that is what it is. That's why numbers would be changed and manipulated, regardless of. So again, if a mistake this big can happen with a record that's already up there and we're already familiar with, know and understand and know, imagine what can happen or what does happen to battles that are newly updated, to new battlers on the app, where their numbers and statistics are not there yet, but it's being uploaded. If the URL wants a certain battler to win the battle, it's going to reflect that that battler won the battle, even if they didn't. So this situation that's going on currently with Eazy the Block Captain should help us to understand how that app works and what types of things happen and occur on that app. That's why it's so crazy to me when people go off of app numbers and victories off of an app or anything like that. Because some of us have known for a very long time that that's not the case. That is not what it is. And this situation with Eazy the Block Captain and his undefeated streak going from 12-9, after Eazy said that a potential battle between him and John on Bullpen will not go on the app, or he needs an extra 50K, should help us to understand exactly what's going on here. 2023, bro, has been, it's only April. We're about to be in April, and it's been one of the most revealing years, bro, in battle rap. One of the most revealing. And one of the reasons I feel that that's the case is because a lot of us are smartening up. A lot of us are talking about things that the business of battle rap hates that we talk about. Because the more that we talk about these things, the more battle rappers in the battle rap community understand. The more we understand, that's something that a company that wants to manipulate and wants to get rich off the backs of people hates. They don't want people to wake up to nonsense and bullshit. They don't want people to wake up to that. Like real life in society. They don't want the masses to wake up to the bullshit that happens in politics and government. Otherwise, there would be a revolution, bro. Otherwise, it works the same way on a smaller level in battle rap. I need to know what y'all think of this mess, man. You already know what it is. It's your boy Joe coming at you live and direct from the battle.